Hi, Vito. I'm Rachel.
Hello, Rachel. Good to see you.
You guys are all signed in, right? So they're still coming in. And he just told me to make a note. Oh, that's right. You're the one who changed. Oh, yeah. I saw your wonderful.
Do you have a wireless mic that you can pass around? Just take that off and hand it to someone? You do that. เ
They give you homework, you got to do reading. That's a lot of reading. Oh, they might want to switch I think they raised slightly contract. Do they want to come to board? Okay, I'll let my people know. I'll contact them. They know they're all right. Not Palazzo. I'll have my people contact them. I'm thinking about they think it's
I didn't know regardless now.
so what listeners don't know they have their own see we split the sound on here they do content they have their own sound. There's I don't know what kind of thing
Is this where she is? That must be blood. I'm going to stamp That's not a ticket, that's the elevation.
Greetings. Get everybody in the seat. We do have a hard close of 8:15 p.m. Because we all have to be out of the building by 8:30. So I'm going to keep an eye on the clock as well as hopefully a really good evening tonight. I'm Carolyn Kelson, I'm the co-president of this year's Brooklyn Tech PA. This is Mary. Our superhero. This is going to be streamed. So, first of all, I need to call to order. I need a motion to begin the meeting. Can I have one? And a second? Okay. The other item of business before we get into the agenda, and then Ms. Williams is going to come and have a quick chat with us, is that the last month's PA meeting minutes went out on Tech Talk, so you will be able to access them there. We would like to go ahead and approve those minutes and move forward. So I need a motion to approve and a second. Great. Okay, so tonight we're going to, how this is going to work is we are focusing primarily on our elections. There are 8 candidates for 5 positions for freshman rep on the PA, and 2 candidates for the position of school leadership team. So we're going to do the grade reps first. While we're tabulating the results, we will also be presenting co-presidents. Here's me over there, she's my co-president. We'll do a report, and you'll hear from a few other folks as well. We will announce the results, and then we'll go right into the SLT position. And when we're tabulating those results, we'll get the Treasury Report from Ellen Goldstein. And then we'll conclude with some questions for Mary Hume, who is our parent coordinator and everybody's best friend, as I say. And then we'll make a movement to adjourn, and we'll be able to cover all this around in time. We have a lot in here. So, first of all, we're going to have Principal Newman come and say hello. This is not a Q&A session. He's just coming basically to say hello very quickly, since he was able to attend last time. And take it away, David.
Hi everyone. By the way, no one actually on this camera. So hi, I'm just talking because I'm here. That's nice. Hey, all right. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to do Q&As. We usually do, or really a lavish presentation by any means, as we usually do. I know you have a lot of work to do today, so I'm not going to take up too much of your time. I do want to say this, that you will be getting an invite for parents. We'll get an invite to Jupiter Grades finally tomorrow. You might actually be able to go in right now. You weren't able to go in before because Jupiter Grades did not recognize your emails, and you took a long task of syncing your students' data with your data so that the system knows that you're a parent and what your email is, which is the basis for being able to log in. But you should receive an invite tomorrow. It probably will come directly from me, but it'll say Jupiter right on the top, so it'll look like it's coming from Jupiter, but then when you open it up, it'll say from Principal Newman, and then it'll just should give you instructions on where to click and go, and then you'll be able to create a password, and it'll automatically know who your child is as soon as you create the password, and then you'll be able to see your students' information, the grades, and how they're doing and whatnot. So that's that. So sorry for the delay. As probably you know now, we were sort of forced to pivot for a couple of reasons. One, we used to have a schedule last year, but we can't use that anymore by DOE decree for various reasons. Then we started the year off with the city app affectionately called Grade Book Attendance Messaging. So that was a pretty good name they came up with, and then we were using that in the beginning, and it didn't have all the features we really wanted, and things seemed to be rolling out in the future. We didn't really feel like waiting, so we pivoted after the year began, something we never wanted to do, and then acquired Jupiter, and it's not, for me, it's not a temporary fix. It's something now, once my teachers get used to it, and it becomes part of what we do, and part of the culture of how we get information administratively, staff-wise, and student and parent-wise. We're going to keep it as long as we can until, unless the city understands everybody has to use their system, which I don't see happening anytime in the near future. So that's it. So you'll get the invite tomorrow. Hopefully you'll have that all squared away. If you're having issues with getting in, contact Mary. That's always my answer. You like that? We're paying attention, so we were involved. All right, so that's it. So I didn't really have anything other pressing, and I'm not allowed to take any questions. So that's it. I'm done. All right. So hello. It's never like this. I'll say ad nauseum every other month. I promise. Please come back. I promise to spend a long time with you next time, answering every question under the sun. But until then, if you have any questions, feel free to email me. You can get me through the school website, or I'm going to say this very quickly, it's dnewman2, T-N-E-W-M-A-N, the number 2, at schools with an s.nyc.gov. I don't know about that. That's okay. All right. Okay. All right. Be well. Have a great evening.
So I guess we will run with the first phase of our elections, which is for the 5 positions of freshman rep. We have sent out biographies, and we're going to have our candidates. Yes, sure. We have 8 candidates. The first candidate actually alphabetically is not here tonight, but she asked that I read her bio to you all, so I'll do that. Her name is Leslie Ann Angus Torres. My husband, Luis Torres, and I are currently the PTA co-presidents at the Glenwood Academy. We serve the urban community of East Flatbush, which is a neighborhood where I grew up and is very special to me. My goal is always give back to the community in the best way possible, education. My youngest children still attend this school, however my eldest, Savannah Lou Torres, has joined the wonderful BTHS family, and we would love to offer some support. Being from a Caribbean background, Jamaican, education is very important to me. I believe school should be an experience and not just a place we go to every day. Mr. Torres strongly believes that when parents are involved in the education process of a child, that child is overall very successful. Mr. Torres quit his job when Savannah was born to be a stay-at-home dad. He wanted to help foster her love of learning and to make sure he supported her school at the time. We are excited to see Tech has wonderful programs and is overall a great school. I would love to contribute to such a phenomenal school. I am the current founder and owner of an educational-based workshop called the HOW, H-O-W, it's an acronym, the HOW Experience. I have been providing the community with outstanding workshops for the last 7 years. What is HOW? Our vision and goals are to encourage learning through the arts. Art is a universal language, and we believe most students can identify with it. Our goal is to bring students, parents, and teachers together in a fun-loving environment, giving our scholars options for expanding their capabilities. Myself and HOW have been featured in many articles. We partner with my community officials to make wonderful things happen in local schools. For example, we have a Black History Month fashion show every year. It is always amazing and have done countless events that provide cultural information to all participants. We would love to volunteer sometime to help Tech's current PA reach all their visions and goals. I have been a PTA president for the last 5 years now. However, I have served as all officers in the PTA PA. I am a specialist when it comes to fundraising ideas. I am meticulous when it comes to presentation and details. This briefly touches upon some of my community work, and I would love the opportunity to share some more great ideas. We have also been on the SLT for many years and love to provide support for parents. Thanks again for your time and consideration. This is Leslie Ann Angus Torres. She'll be the first name on the ballot. The following candidates are May Chan, Edward Arizari, Carolyn Kelson, Madeline Liguri, Tiffany Roberts, Chris Walker, and Lorraine Wan. So I would love to invite each one of you in that order, alphabetically up here to make your pitch. So I guess we'll go with May Chan next.
Hi, I'm May Chan. I came from Malaysia and I'm a working mom. So I have 2 kids. So my son is the first kid that is in Broken Tech, and we are so happy that we can be a part in the Broken Tech family. And I have been a PTA secretary in my child elementary school for 2 years. I do all kind of the school activity, fundraising, and I also joined the SLT for my both kids' school in the past 2 years. And one of my kids was born with a learning delay. So every day I have to travel to school to work together with the teacher and to help my kids to learn and improve. And actually he got diagnosed with a little bit like modern autism. So right now, his success, he come to the tech, so I'm so proud of him. So this made me understand that how important is like the parents to get involved with our kids' education. So if I have the opportunity to join the PA family in the tech, so it's my pleasure. So I hope we will serve you guys soon. Thank you.
Edward? Good evening, everyone. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you for being here this evening. I am a chess parent, and what does that mean? That means that I've woken up many Saturday mornings and I've gone to chess in the schools with my son. I've gone to Marshall Club, I've gone out of state, taken him all around so that he can play chess. Why? Because he loves it. And he and I agree that focus, concentration, and discipline are qualities that will help him and have helped him in his academic career. These qualities have helped him as an English language learner. He was not speaking English when he first started school, and kids would make fun of him. But he focused, and he concentrated, and he did very well, and as a result, he's here. So, because he agrees, and I agree, that sitting at a chessboard and focusing for 3 hours is a good thing, I continue to wake up early and bring him to these chess tournaments. Now, I have been a part of, for the last few years, this debate about diversity and rigorous education and SHSAT. And to me, it seems that people often fall into two camps. Either you're for diversity or you're for rigorous education. And if you're caught talking to people in the diversity camp, you're no longer part of the rigorous education SHSAT camp, and vice versa. And I think that's ridiculous. I think that these two things, diversity and academic achievement and rigorous education and performance, are not mutually exclusive. I think we can have a fantastic diversity, diverse student body, and we can have rigorous education and high standards if we have discipline and focus and concentration. And that's why I think that, I would be a good representative, because I would advocate for these qualities, and I would help students, and I would advocate for the students of this school. So I hope you vote for me, because I have, as part of the CEC, I have weathered the storms of diversity versus rigorous education, and I think I have done well in my community education council. Thank you very much, and I hope I have this.
Thank you. Next up is Carolyn, and just for the rest of the candidates, we would like to kind of keep these to about 3 minutes. That's all right.
Hi, my name is Carolyn Kelson. My daughter Iris is a 9th grader. We're really happy to be part of the tech community. Iris is my 3rd child to go through New York City Public High School, so I feel like I have an understanding of the concerns that parents have when they have a high schooler. I work as a stage manager. I was a stage manager on Broadway for many years. I now work mostly freelance, doing special events and product launches and that kind of thing. I've served on the PA before for my children's schools, and I find that my event experience and organization is often a skill that schools, PTAs need and comes in handy. And I have a flexible schedule because I work freelance that I'm able to volunteer my time.
Thank you.
Madeline? Oh, here. This is the wonderful Vita.
Yeah, I'm not Madeline. Co-reporting secretary. She asked me to read for her. My name is Madeline Marie Link. My son Stephen is a 9th grader. I am currently in my 4th year as president in my daughter's elementary school in Bay Ridge. I have also served as vice president and secretary. Additionally, I served as vice president and treasurer at my son's middle school, Christopher McAuliffe. I have also chaired numerous committees, including graduation and book fair. I am the product of the New York City school system, received my BA in political science and environmental studies from Binghamton University, and received my JD from Brooklyn Law School. Currently, I am a senior counsel at a New York City agency, and a position which I've held for over 20 years. I bring a wealth of experience that I hope to continue to do at Brooklyn Tech as a freshman representative on the PA. Thank you for your consideration.
Thank you, Madeline. Tiffany Roberts.
I'm sorry that I'm very nervous. I would like to speak. My name is Tiffany Roberts. My daughter was started as a freshman here. She's a 3rd generation technique. I went here, my brother went here with our cousin. They graduated together, and my father went here. I know how difficult the school and how overwhelming it can be for freshman parents, and on social media I actually saw a lot of freshman parents kind of asking the same questions that were specific to freshmen. So I started a WhatsApp group. We have about 160 freshman parents so far. If you're not a part of it, please join it. But it was just to get engagement and to share information about the school, anything that I know, and escalate it if not, and get an answer to families. Practice is a very special place. I'm very attached to TAC. I'm part of the Alumni Foundation. One of my goals is to connect current students with alumni, with mentorship and networking. And when I was here, I was a biomedical sciences major. It's now kind of split between the LU health professions and the biology major. I went on to become a nurse. I have a master's in nursing and a master's in public health. I do a lot of community work. I work in District 15, but some of my other community experiences are I wrote a grant for $20,000 for a nonprofit organization to get educational resources. I'm a strong advocate for the specialized high schools and the FHSAT. Next week, I'm actually co-hosting a workshop with another Tech alumni just to, get some underrepresented groups here and just teach them about the specialized high schools and the FHSAT. And I've been a part of my daughter's elementary and middle school PA. We did a lot of fundraising and event planning, so that's some experience that I also have. But we've raised it was a private school, so we had no choice but to fundraise, and we would raise about between 5 and 6 figures profits just from fundraising events. And I just wanted to share that experience with TAC, not just my professional experience, but also just my love and passion for the school. I hope you guys vote for me.
Thanks, everybody. Great to be here. My name is Chris Walker. I'm born and raised in Calgary, up in Canada. I work in the hotel industry, so I moved all over, worked in Canada for a while, then moved to the Middle East and moved to Dubai. I work with Hyatt Hotels, and so that brought me to their corporate office in Chicago. I've been in the U.S. since 2000, working with them, and now I work with a local hotel company here in New York. My wife and I are very involved in our communities that we we and our children are a part of. So my wife is actually on the board of our younger daughter's school, and I'm looking to get involved with this community. We're obviously freshmen, so we're new to this, and very excited to be part of such a wonderful community. And similar to what some of the other candidates expressed, I'm in a sales role. I lead a bunch of events, which I know is often a common need on these kinds of groups. I've done some fundraising in the past, which I know, the PA has some objectives and some funds needed for some of those. So hope to bring some of those experiences to bear and look forward to being part of this community. Thank you.
Lorraine Long.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lorraine Wong. I am here because of my proud freshman son has decided to come out of his comfort zone to leave his 9 years in medicine. So his decision in joining this largest and unique high school with all the diverse selection of majors has also inspired me to step out of my comfort zone to run to this position. To help give back to the community and to the school. So I remember on my first day being a manager 9 years ago, my boss are giving me advice how to be the best manager in the world. So he said, just treat everyone in your team with care and love, and listen to them patiently and give them whatever they want. It's that easy, right? So in order to be the best freshman representative in the world, I guess I have to apply the similar strategy, except I don't think I have the power to give whatever you want. But I definitely strive my best to develop my time and to listen and voice your concern and recommendation to bring to action with my previous PA encounters and professional experience. So I am looking forward to be part of the team and help make a difference for our children. So thank you for your time and consideration, and enjoy the rest of the meeting.
Many thanks to all these terrific candidates, a very impressive array of people in a great diverse range of experiences they bring here tonight. So, yes, Lisa.
Everybody in the room has to have signed in. If you cannot sign in, if you didn't sign in, you cannot cast a vote.
Okay, so just to amplify what Lisa just said, the signing, you have to sign in before you can cast a ballot.
So raise your hand if you
So
still haven't signed in.
Okay. Only one vote per family, too. No, it's per parent. Sorry.
Anybody need to sign in? Anybody?
So each parent and caregiver can.
Hamilton, our candidate who read so lovely her bio made it here. Can she just come up and say hello real quick?
Sure.
No.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Suarez, Leslie and Suarez. Mr. Hamilton read my bio so lovely, but I want you guys to match the face of the bio. I won't take up too much of your time. Even if you don't vote for me, I'll still be here to help. Thank you.
I just wanted to first of all also thank so much and so much to Vito and to Kim Gillet for kind of helping us. This is the first time we've done in-person elections since 2019. So I'm working that these great people with their institutional knowledge and abilities to help us out enormously. So what is our next step?
Hamilton, can I have the box?
Yeah.
Is there anyone here to sign
This whole table.
So, you've got the ballot and it says on there, you may vote for up to 5. If there's only 3 people that you like, that's fine. But do not vote for more than 5. If you vote for 6, your entire ballot will be deleted. So, we're going to give you a few minutes to think about the candidates that you heard from, and then we're going to come around after we have the ballots. And again, please raise your hand if you have comments.
Somebody just walked in. I don't know if she passed it.
Okay.
The one that.
You guys all good here?
Did anyone get that?
That works.
Thank you.
My nephew, he's in 10th grade.
Thank you.
His mom worked that night, so I got to take
Last call for ballots. Lots with green lid. Anybody need to turn in ballots before we close the elections part and begin to tabulate the votes? Anybody outstanding? Okay, so we are closing the, oh wait a minute. I think there's, two more. Thanks for your patience, everyone.
No, he didn't go myself. I didn't want her to go.
While we're tabulating,
to observe as the votes are being taken on about the years. And the candidates are welcome to observe. Candidates and 3 non-board PAs. And I guess we are. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to start the action process while that is going on. We're going to do the president's address, just sort of touch on a few announcements here. Make sure, is that okay? Are we ready to do that? All right. You heard Principal Newman speak. He'll be joining us at our next meeting, which is on November 29th. That will be remote. So we'll be sending out a Zoom link. Probably be through Tech Talk and also separately. He will be there to do all the Q&A your heart's desire because he loves doing Q&A. So these things go on well into the night. But he'll be there. That's November 29th. That's after the Thanksgiving holiday. So a few other dates we want to mention. The College Financial Aid Workshop, Mia, correct me if I'm wrong, Saturday, October 22nd, so this Saturday. We have another breakfast with the principal. Mia was very instrumental in helping bringing back that wonderful pre-COVID thing that we were doing. And we're doing breakfast and dinner with Principal Newman. The next one is on October 28th. That's a breakfast. Followed by a dinner on November the 3rd. The dinner was originally scheduled for October 27th, but it's been moved to November 3rd. Both of those events are full, but we do have some forthcoming. I'm going to give you these dates as well. If you're interested, I think it's how many? Is it 20? 25 first come, first serve, and only one member per family, and only one time, just to accommodate the numbers. Our next one, up for registration is a dinner on November 14th. November 14th dinner, followed by a breakfast the next day on November 15th. That's a breakfast meeting with Principal Newman. And then in December, we have 2 dates as well. December 22nd is a dinner, and December 23rd is holding a breakfast. So if you're interested, as we say, first come, first serve. And Mia just reminded me, you sign up through Tech Talk. Thank you. Also, we're already starting to work very hard on the new year. There's a lot of really great ideas and everything's done very nicely. That date, to say the date here, is February the 3rd. And if there's any questions, let us know. But we're very excited to start we'll be in person this year after 2 years, I believe, remote. So we're very excited about that. Here to talk a little bit about the Equity Book Club, Kim Gillet is going to come and say a quick word about that.
So before that, I just want to mention the Saturday workshop. We have Understanding College Financial workshop. So the morning is 11:30, and the afternoon is 3:30 in Mandarin. So that's a typo on typo. It's 3:30 p.m. not a.m. So yeah, just to remind you, it's in the afternoon workshop is in Chinese. Okay.
Thanks. I just wanted to circle back. Sharon, could you just stand that way in case you weren't here at the first meeting? I wasn't here at the first meeting. Sharon, we are Vice President of the Diversity and Community Engagement Committee, and we're the ones that spearhead the Lunar New Year celebration. It's going to be wonderful. Friday, February 3rd. It's at a restaurant in Brooklyn. We're going to annoy you with a lot of information, but we're going to be looking for donations and volunteers to help us, and we're going to have a big mega raffle. Even if you're not there, you can buy a ticket and be part of that. And we're going to have some of the students and parents entertaining us. It's a great night. We did it in February 2020, right before COVID hit, a week before the course was The book club, the Social Justice Racial Equity Book Club falls under our committee as well. And we've been trying, and I must apologize because we canceled our meeting once because we had a conflict with the essay. We knew people really needed to go to that for the seniors. But we're reading a book called Sissy because we try and look at different communities within the school. And so this is an LGBTQ book. I finished it because we were supposed to have our meeting a week ago, and we were now supposed to have it next Thursday, and I have to change the date again. So we've got plenty of time. The meeting is on November 9th. So we'll put it in a text box this week. You guys can take a look at that, and we'll show you the book so you can see if you want to read it. Even if you don't read the book, if you want to come to the meeting, we have some great discussions. We do not record that meeting so that you can feel comfortable to talk about uncomfortable topics. And we do have, it's not a parent, but it is a friend of one of our executive board members who in their 40s is transitioning and is going to answer some questions. So we think we're going to have a really good discussion. So I do encourage you, it'll be a Zoom, it'll be virtual, to come and see what you think. And give us book suggestions. We've had books due to do something because we missed the celebration of Hispanic Month. So that might be where we go next. But you can email us or the VA presidents anytime with suggestions, and it doesn't have to be a book. It can be an event. We used to pre-COVID do movie nights in the auditorium, have a dinner in the cafeteria. So there's a lot of different things that you can do, and we're always looking for new ideas from all of you. Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to translate. So yeah, so we really want everybody to come to the event. So we need volunteer, we need your donation, we need you to purchase tickets for us to make this successful event. We also, like the book, we want to do the different things, like in your language maybe. We need volunteer to be a translator during the meeting. If you have any recommendations, so please contact us. Yeah. 我们就是2月3号就会举行那个春节晚会，所以我们很快在就会公布那个卖票、捐款，还有那个奖券的详细情况。希望大家支持买票、捐款来支持我们来参加这个盛会，谢谢大家。
Thanks very much. We do it. We know we close. Should we go forward with the Treasury Report? Okay. So we were going to hold off on the Treasurer's Report, but it's a little bit of what county to do. So this is actually a very short report. A long amount of time. This is very much just part of our monthly general meetings. And so I'm going to introduce to you our Treasurer, Carolyn Kelson.
Hello. It's still the beginning of the year, so the Treasurer's Report will be mercifully short. I will have a lot more to say next month. But I just wanted to highlight a couple of things that the Parents Association has paid for so far. We have been paying for the breakfast and dinners with Mr. Newman, and some of you attended. We paid for freshman and sophomore orientation as well as the freshman day books that they received. We paid for an online college fair that many of your, did our kids go to that one? I mean, that the older kids have gone through. And so far, that's sort of been where our focus is, a lot of this beginning of the year stuff. We also haven't, as they mentioned before, we haven't really ramped up our fundraising yet. We have been raising money through our online donations and parents sending checks. Always welcome to receive those. So far, we raised about $6,000 this year. That will ramp up as we get your donations and your which is our big fundraiser. And that's about it so far. Any questions? Yeah.
I just noticed that you have merchandise sales, 6,000, but merchandise
but the sales projection is for 6,000.
My understanding is that we don't make that much money on the sale of merchandise. We do it because it's a school spirit endeavor. It's not intended to actually raise that much money. No, there's a couple of items in the budget that we don't expect to actually make money on, but we do it anyway.
Where's the $75,000 go?
So we have a faculty grant program. We make payment to the foundation. My understanding is they match it. So did you want to talk about that?
I just wanted to say, and I don't know a lot, but we did sell a lot of merchandise last year, but it was old merchandise that wasn't sold or used for 2 years. So we did have some of our profit the one day that we sold it and reservation to the end of the year. So that's why it looks like it was, that was the profit, but we didn't spend any money last year or the year before to buy it.
Yeah, I also
That's
just,
the explanation.
I don't think we make a lot of money on merchandise, period. The Alumni Foundation works with us on these faculty grants, so it's whatever, particular teachers want for their classroom. Yeah, 1 second, but that's why they put in as much as we put in, but they actually do the grants. So that's why we pay them money.
That's like $5,000.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can just speak to that. I was in on those conversations at the very end of last year. When those grants are awarded, we bumped up. It's a partnership we have with the Alumni Foundation. It's 50-50. Bumped up from 60, I think, 65 to 75. It's a very cool program. Faculty members are invited to submit for grants to do various wide range of projects, including one biology teacher who has all these special sort of lab like plants and things she orders. She's actually her highest awardee. But it's very, very cool. Principal Newman goes through, does a first pass because some of the requests are just not really feasible or don't make a lot of sense. So he's also a part of that conversation. And it's very kind of cool how we allocate that. So, that's what the item reflects. Yes.
I have 2 questions for the treasurer. The first one is on. Okay, I thought I am loud enough. Okay, thank you. The first one is the number 8210 for the accounting fee and the bank cost that is showing like 1,500. What is that?
The $1,225 is money that we had to pay to the accountant because our 2020 990 report was returned to us by the IRS. And so the accountant has to do some kind of request a waiver and sort of he thinks it's a mistake, but we still have to attend to it. So that is what that $1,200 is.
Okay, the second question is like when I go the open house and I also purchased the uniform for my son. At the time, I realized that we don't have the Yo account, and also I know like in the PA website for the donation, we accept the credit card. However, I know the credit card they usually charge like 3 to 4% the fee. I think it's better for us to have the Yo or Venmo account so the parents can direct to the transfer from the bank.
I think maybe someone else can speak to this. I don't think we're allowed to accept, this just came up the other day. I don't think we're allowed to accept Venmo or Zelle.
Yeah, I think that's a DOE thing, which I only recall from being the PA president of MS447. We weren't allowed to do PayPal or Venmo, even though it's convenient.
Yeah, it's convenient, it's probably cheaper, it is a DOE rule, you're not allowed to do it.
Also, I also decide with a parent. We have no idea. I mean, we have no problem between the Yo and or even the PayPal. So you might find out why they can do it and who cannot.
Yeah, I mean, I would imagine it has something to do with like fraud, but I will find out.
Thank you.
So just to a response about the salary that recently just changed, so you can accept money, but you can't spend money. So they asked out that.
Okay, we'll follow up.
That
Zelle or
I'll just mention one quick thing. Since after we announce our winners, we're going to go to the SLT. As co-president of the PA, I am a mandatory member of the school leadership team. We meet once a month. I went to my first in-person meeting a few weeks ago with Principal Newman, with a select group of parents, faculty members. There's one student member who has a lot of ideas, actually. It's a really interesting deep dive into tech's history, tech's academic strengths. We set goals for everything from percentages of students who make a 3 or above on advanced placement tests to social and emotional development milestones. We have 2 subcommittees. One is academics, one is social and emotional development. It's really great. I just wanted to mention that because I will be reporting back. We got some data in actually from the DOE from last year, and our goal I think was something like 93% of students. Our goal for 93% of students taking AP exams would get at least 1 3. And we fell just short of that. It was about 90%, but it still looks pretty good. Our goal for Regents was 86%, and that is Regents and Honors Regents, and we crushed that amount to 93%. So that's the kind of data that the school leadership team is really very involved with in creating these kind of long-term initiatives and sort of seeing how tech measures up within DOE, but also nationally, as we are a very highly ranked national public school. So we're getting close. Mary's going to sing for us here. Yeah, just a punchline. Our best friend. One other thing I will say about Mary is that she's going to take a few questions, assuming we have time towards the end, because Principal Newman wasn't able to do that. They're almost done? Okay. And thanks for your patience. The SLT piece will go a little faster. So.
Just in case you have friends, there is going to be open house here on October 27th between 6 and 8:30. I posted it on Facebook and it's on the website, and there will probably, that's all we need to know. I think there are messages from the DOE on it. Also, because it's come up before, Principal Newman has opened a new transgender non-binary bathroom on the 3rd floor. More than one bathroom. It's almost like a place where people can change also. So that's all good news, and it's basically because parents asked for it, which is awesome.
So I am very pleased to announce our new 5 freshman reps, Leslie and Ada Torres. Tiffany Roberts. Chris Walker. And Lorraine Long. Thanks to all of you who, through your hat in the ring, this was an extremely impressive group of candidates, and thank you. There are obviously many ways to be involved with PA, and come to our team, there's a place for you. So I think we'll now proceed to the school leadership team position. We have 2 candidates, and I would like to have them come up in alphabetical order. The first is
in 11th grade here. I wrote an extensive amount of information about my background, so I have had over 10 years as a parent in lots of different roles, from chair all the way up to the leadership team, and I'm currently the president of the CEC at District 15. I have been working diligently to try to increase special ed services at Brooklyn Tech. There are a lot of students here that have ADHD and are on the spectrum, as maybe John had talked about earlier. And because of COVID and the pandemic, those students and many others really need a great deal of support. And so I am working hard to try to expand special ed services for these large populations of children that really need that. I value diverse, equitable, inclusive classrooms where students really can develop their skills and talents in a supportive environment. And so the work that the SLT is doing, social emotional learning, is great. I think that we can continue to expand mental health supports for students and even for our families. And that can happen inside and outside of the classroom. We need to have these safe spaces for the students to be able to have difficult conversations, for parents to be able to have difficult conversations. And really to have intervention services versus that. Some students were not able to graduate in 4 years due to the pandemic. And we want to make sure that the 11th and 12th graders are getting the support that they need after being remote or in hybrid for a number of years. So lastly, I just want to say, I hope that you all will come and attend the SLT meetings. I try to attend them as frequently as possible. I seem to be the only parent there that is not on the team, and I think it's really a space where a lot of decisions are being made about what's happening at the school level. And so you all should feel welcome to be in that space. And thank you so much. I hope that you vote for me. Can you all press the right?
Thank you.
Jean.
Hi everyone. My name is Miu Nazan. I'm a 3 boys mother. I'm returning parents. My older son is graduating from Brooklyn Tech, the class 2020. Yeah, the year without graduation. Yeah, he graduated with a major civil engineering. So currently he is the junior in college. And my youngest one is coming back this year. So for the class 2026. I'm the educator for New York City Public Schools, so I'm familiar for the student. Volunteer is our amazing school, and we have amazing students. So I would like to contribute my time to your kids and school. I'm currently the parent FLP for and that's my 4th year of license. My other contribution for the high school is I'm the Chinese English co-chair for Stuyvesant. I'm manager in a couple of Chinese parent group chat, which is more than 1,000 parents. And also I currently manager in a vision group for Brooklyn Tech class 2026. Another funny thing is 2 years ago, we had a new principal for Stuyvesant. So I get a chance to serve the C30 to interview the new principal. years later, they had assistant principal. Another thing that is like during the pandemic, I helped the PA doing the virtual journal meeting and also the spring feast. For now, I currently working with Kim and Sarah for spring feast, coming spring feast in February. Also, I joined the fundraising team with another new parents. We planning to bring some good sponsor to our school. Hopefully, we can get more funding for the school. Thank you for your time. Please vote for me. Thank you.
Thanks to both of these candidates. This is a traditional one. Freshman, we have two very, very high qualified people tonight. And just to echo something Camille said earlier, the meetings are open. It's great to have that kind of input. And yes, they're usually I think it's the first or second Thursday. They begin around 4:15 p.m., so that can be an issue for some people. They go to about 6, I think it was. We just set up the schedule, but we can get that to you if you're interested. This was in person. This was our first in-person meeting. Yes.
Can you post the dates or give them after us?
I'm sorry, what?
Can you post the dates?
Yes, we'll put that in Tech Talk. Yeah, we can begin the voting, and as the votes being tabulated, I can answer some more questions and Mary as well. The dates are on the website? Okay, thank you.
They're going around.
Raise your hand if I need to come by to get your ballot. All right.
Kim, last call?
Last call.
Last call. The green lidded box. Are we good? Oh, Michelle voted? Okay, good. Make sure that happens. Okay, I guess what we'll do is we need 3 people, right? So we need an additional 3 volunteers from the PA who are non-board members, just like with the freshman round, and the 2 candidates are also invited to come and check out the tabulation of the vote. So probably like that. So 3 people. Thank you. What more we have to do? Community service, and parents can also join in. As the votes are being tabulated, a little faster, scrolling to one. We're going to get a little quick. We're going to hear from Samantha, who's our new fundraising person. Just to come up here and introduce yourself and just say a couple of words.
I'm the VP of fundraising. We have a really exciting year ahead of us, but we're just getting started. We're trying to plan some in-person events. Look shortly for our family appeal letter. Like all PAs, try to raise as much money as we possibly can so we can give our kids in school as many extras as possible. So that money is obviously so important. So many of you, I just heard from, have amazing fundraising experience. I have a little, but not really in this context. It's really not in this large of a school. So if you do have experience, I'd love to talk to you. Come find me, send an email, say that you're interested, get on the committee, help us do the kind of events we want to do to raise as much money as we possibly can for the school. So look for the family appeal correspondence that I'll be sending out shortly. The suggested donation is $650 per student, but no amount is too small. Every amount helps. So that will be the first thing we get started on. But please get involved. I'd love to have some help.
Thanks very much. Our work committees are going at Mary, do you want to come? Can you come? Mary's going to come up and start her Q&A. Tabulation process goes on. Thanks again for your patience. Oh, okay. We're also getting the certification from upstairs for patient forms.
Yep, so we need some volunteers for translation because we're trying to get in touch with more, as more as possible parents. And some parents just don't read English, but they really wanted to know what happened in school and what happened in PA. So we're thinking about to maybe, we will put some material on website, on PA website. So as many language as we can do. So I think we will have some volunteers to translate the tech talk or some major information into Chinese, mainly Chinese, and also other language, Spanish, and if as long as we can find volunteers, we are happy to include all languages on our website. So if you are interested in translating translate tech talk or some major information, for example, how to apply to college and something like that. We have the college handbook, and I think that's very important, and some parents really wanted to read, but they just not fluent in English. So if you are interested in translate those material, please come to us and send us an email and tell me you are going to do that, and we'll put it on the website. Thank you.
Hi. The people who are new freshman reps, there's a sheet of paper being passed around. Chris has it and Ms. Torres has it. So everyone, all the other three candidates, please fill that out. This is certify our election. All right. So if you have questions, please use this mic. And I'll try to answer your questions as best I can.
Any questions?
Hamilton will come up here with me also. No questions tonight? Woohoo! No, I love your questions.
How did they compare?
Well, that's a good question.
It was really crowded and painful, but I guess it had a really, really good turnout, so that's good. It's the first pub fair since 2020, I guess. So no, 2019. So it was awesome, but it was really crowded. And I'm a club advisor, so it was hard. But the kids liked it. There's a lot of people screaming for candidates. Yes.
Hi. There was an email that came from the DOE, I guess yesterday, about opting out of like some military something or other, and I think it's today.
I don't, but we can, if you send me an email tomorrow, I can find out more about it. I know on the blue cards that everyone filled out, like,
It was just for one.
oh, today? Yeah, we'll have to ask Mr. Ventura about that. And have to ask about that tomorrow in the morning. Mia?
There was a college seminar, I want to say about 10 days on Zoom, and I had registered and all that, and when I went to join, it had reached capacity. Obviously, the capacity was 100. Me too. My point is, moving forward, to have something like that, with a school of over 5,000, maybe we up the capacity for more than 100. I know it was online, I did see it, it was very useful, but if we have remote and future Zoom meetings, if it can be more than 100. Someone's going to take this question.
So we have two Zooms. We have a DOE PA Zoom, which has capacity for 300, and I believe that's the Zoom that we're using tonight, but that's actually just your Zoom, which also has capacity. So we have at least two Zooms. We have a PA Zoom from the DOE that hosts 300, and then we have a Zoom that the PA Parent Association pays for itself that has a regular capacity of 100, and then we could bump up to 1,000 if we need to.
Right.
And so we have done that in the past, and we'll do that in the future. We just it really was a miscommunication on which Zoom we're using because we had another meeting scheduled. And so we couldn't use the PA Zoom.
So it's an isolated event?
It's an isolated event, yes. So we do know it, and it's not a big deal. And we do it on a one-time basis because it's a lot cheaper than doing it for the entire subscription year.
If you can prove that you're maxing out with the DOE, if you can prove that you're maxing out with the DOE accountability, so you just have to show them, like.
So Mr. Newman has really tried to do that, and they didn't allow that.
Okay, well, we can talk about that.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, Hamilton has some results.
Thanks again for your patience. The vote totals are in for the school year leadership position productive, interesting meeting. Oh, jeez. You can just stand again? Okay, that concludes the elections. I think Miriam's going to take a few more questions potentially, and then we will make a movement to adjourn. I would encourage, particularly for freshmen parents who are still getting to know us, to always check your tech talk. It's enormously invaluable. Lisa and Rachel do an amazing job. Wait, Lisa, wait. They are our taskmasters, but it is an incredibly useful clearinghouse of information. Also, the morning announcements enormously helpful as well. So I would strongly encourage you all to take a look at those. And there are many ways to get involved in our organization. All right.
In my auto I have a ton of information. If you have a question about absences or dismissals, or now I don't leave Jupiter on there anymore, but it has a ton of information. And if you ever need me for anything, please email me, and I usually get back to you fairly quickly. So, okay, let's ask Tiffany. Hold on a second.
Freshmen get exits, and when should they expect the emails? Because I know some did, but a lot of them did not.
I believe that Ms. Massey is holding a meeting about that this week or next, so it should be happening soon.
And I just have one more. Where can students go to do to study and do homework if the library is always full? Are there any other rooms, and what periods are they open?
I don't think there are other rooms, so
The
they go to the
auditorium-
library or the cafeteria, that's kind of it.
Is the auditorium an option?
No, it's not an option. It'll be an option, yeah, it's not an option.
Oh.
Sorry.
Well, can we follow up on that question? I've heard that from several. I just want to briefly follow up on exactly that question, because I've heard that from several people, that the auditoriums have to be closed and day of two periods in the libraries will definitely just have, this amount of parents during the day. I would expect this.
If you email me tomorrow, I can forward a message to Mr. Newman. I don't have an answer. I'm not an administrator of open rooms, but that's what they have right now. So, but if you email me, I will forward the message to Mr. Newman. We just got, non-binary bathrooms because of the parents' request, so things happen.
Okay, so the idea is just to make a request then.
And hopefully he'll be able to do something. So we have so little space, so we don't have enough staff, like office aides, or to monitor everything. So that's one of the issues too. So is doing the cafeteria and all those kind of things.
Okay, but just the expectation of where they're supposed to go.
The cafeteria and library, that's all they have right now.
And if they're full, they're full.
Well, the cafeteria is not full. Cafeteria holds like 1 million kids, like 1,200 kids or something. Yeah.
You had mentioned the Jupiter program the last time. I got an email, received an email about it. Is it too early to sign up for that, or is that an announcement that this is coming?
Oh, did you get here a little late?
I did.
Okay, Mr. Newman is sending out an invitation tomorrow. So that's now 5,000 emails I don't have to answer. But yeah, no, it's the NYC app is not Google app, so, but this should help.
Okay. When is the Naviance available to the students and the parents?
Juniors in the fall, coming up probably soon.
For the students?
Yes.
And what about the parents?
I don't know if parents with their own little login, I think the students get it, but I'm not sure about that. Does anybody else know that? Parents can join their students' accounts?
Yes, you can enter as a parent, because when you join, you enter either as a parent or as a student, and
Because what I'm asking is, because I have an older one who used to attend here like a couple years ago, because they have account for the student and the parent.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same system. You just gotta get a code. I'll say the name right now.
But it's a different credential though.
Sorry?
It's a different sign-on, your username.
Yes, different. It's a different child, so different account.
So that's why it's going to be available at the same time as when the student gets it. That's what I'm asking. Is the parents going to get it at the same time as the student?
It's the same account, I think is what she's saying. So when the student gets it, they can link it to their parent's account. When the parent gets it, they can link it to their student's account.
It's two different accounts.
No, two different accounts.
This is college office.
I know two different
And I'm not that familiar with the Naviance, I'm very sorry to say. But I think your question will be explained when they offer the
Say that again. Only junior.
access for juniors, which should be soon.
Only when you get to junior.
Any other question?
Because I asked Mr. Newman, he said he don't have the answer.
Are we ready to?
A question.
All right, any last questions? You can always reach us through our emails. It may take us a day or so to get back to you, but we try to do that. Mia said we did great work with return the time yesterday in preparation for our elections. Come join us. Consider working on it, etc. Specifically to Bill and Kim for really getting us through this first meeting years there in doing this for a while. So it's been really yes, so our next meeting again is November 29th, and it is going to be Zoom. More information coming. Principal Newman will be here, and we'll do Q&As until the wee hours if you let us. So you will likely have further questions for him at that time. So check your tech talk. I'd like to have a motion to adjourn. And a second? Awesome. Okay, great to see you guys. Thanks so much for coming out. And congratulations again, Brian.
And people in Disney can stay at the culture and we bring up and talk
Hurry up.
That one.